waiting for a long time to make an interview with you, sir. We know about your grandfather, we know about your mother, but we would like to more know about you, sir. So, could you take us back to your past time with your parents? We know that we will be having great memories with our parents. That is very unforgettable. Is there any memories you have with your parents, sir?
Yeah, when I initially went to a school that was exclusively, I mean, till the first standard was co-ed, and then after that was a girls' school. So when I finished my first standard, then I went to Uti to a boarding school. And my parents wanted me to come disciplined, and that's why I went. So that helped me, bring about a certain discipline in my life. So that's what I owe that to them.
Oh, that's very great. Your parents made you disciplined through your school days. And do you have any memories that is very bonded and sticking to your mind with your grandfather?
Yeah, with my grandfather, my sister was one day she was just packing her suitcase, and I said, "Where are you going?" She said, "I'm going with our grandfather." I said, "Where are you going?" She said, "I'm going to Switzerland." I said, "Oh, I want to come." And I didn't know what exactly was happening, but my grandfather was going to have an eye surgery, and he wanted to have someone come along with him. And since my sister was about 12 years old, he took her along. But then I started crying, and I said, "I want to come." So he said, "When I come back, I'll take you somewhere else." And when he came back, he fell ill, but then he made sure that someone took care of me. So my uncle used to work in Bangkok at the United Nations. So I went and spent a month there.
That's very...
Yeah, he wanted to fulfill any wish that I had.
Yes, sir.
And that was one.
Is that moment created you that after completing the school, you wanted to become this and make your grandfather well?
No, I wasn't. I went through school, I went through college, I went through university, I started working. But at that time, I was living in the US and all this. But when my father passed away, that's when I came to India and I started seeing what my mother was doing. And then I said, we can do this better, we can do it this way. And it's probably around 1998, that's when I started getting involved with the schools. And once I started getting involved, then I wrote this book on my grandfather, the biography. And that changed my life, the vision, what I wanted to do, my mission in life. Everything changed because I see he just about sacrificed everything he had for the community, and that's what I wanted to do.
We read the book, sir, A Beautiful Mind, that you have written. You have written the biography of your grandfather, which is in the descriptive narrative style. That when I read that book, it's like I am seeing the vision, the every moment happening. It said how Alagappa Chettiar has the perseverance, even though he has smallpox, Hansen disease, and all those things, and he still wants to do something to the people, to the family, and all those around him. And I feel inspired and motivated. And he also does a very grand manner his daughter's marriage in Chettinad. What are the challenges you faced to take this book, sir?
So when I wrote the book, as I said, it sort of changed what I wanted to do in life, because there I saw that almost 25 pages of that book is all about his suffering. And I said he kept getting up and kept doing the same thing over and over again that is contributing to society. I said, that's absolutely great, I don't think I could even have done a fraction of what he did. So I said, this is my mission. So I said, I want to do something, make an impact. So I decided I want to build a medical college. So that's my mission. To build a medical college, to build a hospital, all that is like a dream. You just don't wake up and say, I built something. So right now, that's what I'm engaged in. Want to see, it's not for any financial gain. In fact, the nursing college would never be in any book. You couldn't see that as a profitable venture. It was just a venture to give an opportunity for students to pursue a discipline where they could probably get prosperous. That's all. So, the same way, medical college, I mean, I know what medicine can do to enhance the livelihood of people. And that's what I want to do.
Doing a very great job to us, sir. We should thank you for all these things. You are establishing many institutions and companies, and you're managing both families and business. Can you explain us how you manage the both personal and professional?
My thing is, people ask me, how are you handling so many projects? I mean, there are probably many people who have done 100 more projects than me. But for me, what I would go back to way back when I went to the US in in 1970, I went and attended a meditation class, transcendental meditation. And there, this is the Maharishi, guru, that is his thing. And there they say the average person uses 5% of their mind. When you meditate, you get to use 10, 20, 30, 40% of your mind. So what I pride myself in is I can handle multiple projects. So my thing is, some people are just, can handle one project at a time, multitasking. And that's what, right now this morning, I'm doing a whole bunch of things. I got up early in the morning. I'm now designing a flyer to launch of the Bharatanatyam performing arts thing in Chennai on the end of the month. So somebody one of the persons working sent me a proposal. I said, I don't like it. So I'm not that a graphic designer, but I'm trying to get the contents. That's what I like doing. And at the same thing, going around, how can each school do better?
So you're still motivating me, sir, to become like you, to manage all the things by doing meditation. We are always struggling to make the assignments done before the date. And you are at this age too, you are still managing the time and doing many projects. And that's very amazing, sir. Actually, I want to ask you, this is my curiosity. Do you have any fun activities with your friends that when you think you get to laugh? Is there any moment, sir?
The fun activities really for me, I mean, at this age and time, I mean, I get up early in the morning at around 4:30 or so. Then I go to the gym, I work out. Then I go to the steam room. Then I do yoga. Then I come out and do meditation. So for me, that sort of everything rolled into one. Exercise, fun, meditation, everything. So when I come out, I mean, I'm way past unless I'm with my grandchildren or doing something like that. For me, so people, when I go and meet some of my friends, classmates, the people who are there, so they're all retired. And they asked, what are you doing? They said, as I'm building a medical college, he said, you must be out of your mind. He said, why? Why are you taking this on? This is it's not a joke. You should be relaxing, traveling around the world. I said, that's not my cup of tea. I want to do something. And I think till the last breath, I'll be doing something. That's what I can't relax in the sense, just sit down, maybe go to satisfy my wife or something, go for a movie or something like this. But I have to be doing something all the time. So there's and that's a beauty, something when I see what my grandfather did, till his last breath, he was doing something all the time, constructive. So I wish I could continue to do like that.
Actually, that's very amazing, sir. You are still, even though your colleagues are free and doing their works or maybe relaxing in their home. When I study this book at the time, I feel like Alagappa Chettiar was at that time also, he is doing still, and you are doing still the institution, managing the businesses, and I'm like comparing the both situation and inspired more, sir. In the conclusion, I want to ask you one thing, sir. If you get an opportunity to ask one question to Alagappa Chettiar, what would be that, sir?
Why didn't you get me involved in your life earlier on? I could have learned so much from him. It was unfortunate I was only 8 years old when he died.
Yes.
But he was such a brilliant person. I wish I could have spent time. I did spend time with him, but as a grandchild, didn't accomplish much. But then, spending time with him would have been. Now, when I sit back, and that's what I said, that's something I really missed.
We too miss Alagappa Chettiar, sir. If he lived more than or 50 years, he might have done so many things. And
Someone asked me this morning, he said, actually, a couple of days ago, I was in Chennai, and a friend of mine introduced me to someone else who's an astrologer. So he came to me, and so we were just talking. He said, "Tell me, when were you born?" And I gave him a date and everything. So he put this whole thing together, the chart, and then he said, "Do you know who has similar stars?" I said, "Who?" He said, J.R.D. Tata. He said, exactly that is your mindset. You're not about business, you're about giving.
yes, sir.
He said, that's how. So if you want to start a business, you probably leave it halfway through and say, let's just give it away. And he said, that's what you should. I said, I don't know. I mean, what I regret now is not having contacted him.
Yeah.
Because prior to his death, he would have, my grandfather, he would have known about my grandfather. He's done so much, for society. And I said, had I gone and met with him, probably would have established some collaboration, something where we could have all benefited.
Yes, sir. I was telling to my family members that our chairman, Ramanathan Vairavan, is looking like Tata. And I forget I say these things in asking questions. That's like, you are looking similar to Tata.
No, he was brilliant. He set up a whole business and did everything. But the attitude, coming down to, he never kept anything for himself. He just wanted, and that's exactly my mindset. I don't want to, if I had something, I'd give it away.
Yes.
And that's what I want. That's the end. He said, that's your stars. You can't get away from that. So,
I want to make more interviews with you, sir. Actually, I learned so many things today with your past memories, your college days, your colleagues, and all those things, sir. Thank you, sir.
you're welcome.